We are here at the Greenger booth, and could you introduce yourself, please, sir?
Hello, everybody. My name is Michael Anthony. I'm sales manager for Greenger Power Sports. We're over here in Vegas having a good time, selling some bikes.
Tell me a little bit about Greenger. How did it get started?
So Greenger's been open for about 3 years now. We actually started back in 2017. The owner, Simon Zhu, introduced probably the first electric dirt bike on the market back at the time. We had a little bit of conversation with Honda and we're able to sign a contract with them for a licensing deal. So this is going to be the E2 over here in the corner.
Okay.
Did pretty good. We're happy with the sales that we've done so far. We just extended the contract another 3 years, so we're proud of that. We wanted to kind of expand and start doing a little bit of everything for everybody, for kids, for pit bikes, and we're introducing some new stuff here too as well for the older crowd.
So let's talk about the E2 for a bit, because I know you have that license contract with Honda.
Sure.
Once that contract runs out, are you going to sell it as a Greenger E2 by itself?
I don't know. That's something that only the owner would pass down to us, and then we can let you guys know that. As far as now, we're with them for the next 3 years, and yeah, if for whatever reason we took that Honda badge off, we definitely would try to fill the market with that size.
It's a great size bike.
Yeah,
it's
I agree.
A level above the KTM as far as the height range. It's comparable to like the 110 that we'd be looking at.
Correct. It sits a little bit lower than the 110, maybe about a 1/4 inch. And you know, the question I get a lot is, how is it competitive with the KTM or something else like that? It's really not supposed to be competitive. What it is a trail bike. It's a starter bike. 22 miles per hour is the max speed.
Okay.
We really just want kids to get used to the throttle and the torque on electric, and then there's other options we can do as they move on and get more experience with the bikes.
Okay. Now, with starting with kids, getting them used to the throttle, I see you guys now have balance bikes too. Can we talk about those for a second?
Sure. Over here we have the Greenger Saddleback, and it's really not comparable to anything, so I wouldn't, you know, compare it to Stacyc or anything like that. But we have the 12-inch, which represents the tire size. This one is 9 miles per hour, and again, it has 3 modes, so they can, you know, slowly but surely progress as riders. And then we have the 16-inch, which is 12 miles per hour. And basically, it's really simple design. The difference between us and everybody else is we have a hub motor, so it's a little bit more quieter than the chain motor.
Sure.
And the battery's under the seat, and we are significantly lower priced than everybody else in the market.
What's the price point of these? Let's do the 16.
So the 16 is going to be about $605.
Oh wow, that is substantially cheaper.
Yeah, and then over here we have $485. Yeah, we consider ourselves to be one of the best on the market as far as pricing.
That's fantastic. And if somebody's looking to get their kids on one of these, do they buy directly from Greenger, or do they have to go to a dealership? Where would they find these?
Right now in the dealerships, if you can find one, but I think pretty soon what we're going to do is start selling these consumer direct.
Okay.
Just because a lot of people call in on them, and it's just a little bit more difficult to get them in the dealers.
Yeah.
But that's still in the works. I'll probably confirm that maybe in about a month or so.
Yeah. I'm based in the Houston area, so we've got a lot of the Stacyc crew coming down from Dallas. There's all kinds of race circuits.
Awesome.
It's a huge popularity thing.
Yeah.
People love these bikes. My kids have these. Not the Greengers. We've got Orions and Stacycs.
Right.
But that's a fantastic entry price point.
I agree.
And that's a good way to go.
Yeah, definitely. And shout out to Texas and JJ Pasak. He's our new VP, came from Heisen. Okay. Has done an excellent job. He's the one that helped us set up this booth. And yeah, what's up, JJ?
Fantastic. So you've got entry-level kids. You've got 2, 3, 4-year-olds. Then you've got the E2, and now what do you have for the level above that? What's the next one?
Right after the E2, we go right into the G3.
Okay.
Which is technically our 110 size equivalent. Again, it sits a 1/4 inch above the 110, so it's kind of close to the 125. But this one has a max speed of 47 miles per hour. Okay. And basically, it's our off-road version. 6 kilowatt power, 72 volts. I really can't compare it to anything on the market because there's really nothing to compete with it. I won't say too much, but if you're looking for a pit bike in that size, I would definitely try to ride this one and see if it's good.
What's the weight capacity of this one?
The weight capacity on this one's maybe about 160 pounds, but I'm almost 300 pounds and I'm just fine on it. So as long as you're not doing crazy tricks and jumping on it constantly, the frame's going to last and deal with any size. Yeah. Okay,
cool. And what age range would you say is good for that?
You know, it's dependent. I've seen young kids, various like 8 years old, riding this, but that's because they've been riding since they're small.
Sure.
But if they're not experienced and they're progressively moving up, I would say maybe about 10 to 13. That's where they can start off with it.
Okay. Yeah. You said progressive moving up. I know you've got something bigger than this now too.
Oh, well, it's a prototype, and it's right here sitting next to you, and this is the G5.
Okay.
So basically, this is a 94 volt, 16 kilowatt battery. It's not replaceable or interchangeable. The G3 and the E2 are. But this battery, once you put it in there, you're not going to want to take it out. It's super heavy, so you're just going to want to charge the bike from there.
Okay.
This is a prototype. It's going to look basically like the G3's older brother. So, and it will be a little bit matte gray rather than the shiny gray. But this is our off-road version for the next level up, and yeah, we hope it does well. It'll be ready August 1st for sale.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And that'll be in the same dealerships that you can buy most of the Greenger stuff at?
Absolutely. And any dealers out there, they can call us if they want to become a new dealer and we're in the area, we can help them out.
Okay. I do have one question about this because of the massive amount of power. Will there be bigger forks on it when it goes to production?
You know what, that's something we can talk about, because after the show we get together as a team and we take all of the criticism from the dealers and everybody else and we kind of put it together, and we want to make sure that they get what they want in the final production.
I see this and I'm like, that's a fantastic bike to go rip up a motocross track at, and it's a full-size adult. And I'd be a little worried of the forks with jumps.
Right.
But the power plant looks fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
I think it's a great looking bike. It's a good size bike. I'm very interested to ride that, so
awesome.
I'd love to see that come to market.
Definitely. Yeah. And then, you know, speaking of forks, we have the G3 and the G5, but we also have the G3 and the G5S.
Okay.
So basically the forks over here on this one, these are more inverted forks.
Okay, yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit more pricey. I think probably about a $400 more than the G5. But basically same speed, same voltage, everything's the same other than the supermoto tires and the inverted forks. So,
fantastic.
Yeah.
That looks like it'd be fun on a kart track.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the top speed of this?
This one is going to be about 65 to 68.
That's fantastic for a kart track. That would be a blast.
Yeah.
And I saw you have a street legal version here too.
Yeah, it's right behind you. We can come around here and see it. So this is the GST.
Okay.
This is going to be our street legal version and introduction to the street unit.
Okay.
You know, kind of similar to the Grom.
Okay.
Similar to the Grom. This one top speed is 55 miles per hour.
Okay.
And this is also 72 volts. It's going to be ready August 1st as well. It's meant mostly for inner city commuting. We hope to reach that market because it's a new market for us.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now, do you know if you have to have a motorcycle license to operate this?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Yes.
So I know certain CC requirements require it, some don't. So being as it's electric.
Depends on what state you're in as well. Some have different, requirements. But yeah, from what I know, you do need a license to sell.
Okay. Seems like you have the grasp on every part of the market right now.
We're trying, yeah.
That's fantastic. I love seeing this brand come up. When the E2 first hit the market, I was like, this is amazing. I love this.
Thank you.
And seeing more stuff come out, it's good.
Appreciate
I love
it.
it.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, I appreciate the time, Michael.
Yeah.
I hope that this is a good show for you guys, and I
Thank
hope
you.
that everything's going to be in the right direction.
I appreciate you guys. Bye, guys.
Thanks so much.